we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 197. And now, usually, I do the introductions. I usually want to intro my guest in, but I feel because of who's on the podcast with me here, I have to give him the honors. Introduce yourself, guest.
I love when I get to do my own introductions. People just let me do it now. It's fucking amazing. I'm allowed to curse, right? Sorry, always.
Go. You're good. You're good. Cursing's good.
I'm allowed to curse.
You're good to go. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, creatures, freaks of all ages, he is I, me is the greatest damn showman of this industry, Jaco. Welcome to the greatest damn show.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the good brother himself, Jaco. Now he's come in with a little more gold around his waist, though. He's got some titles we got to talk about here. So he's got that TCW middleweight championship. He's got that newly won IWA heavyweight championship. So here's look at that. Oh, there you go.
Jaco 2 belts. This is so pretty.
Look at that. Look at that.
This one's Darlin. Her name is Darlin. TCW middleweight champion. She's Darlin. I don't have a name for heavyweight title yet because it's still so new. I gotta feel it. You know, you can't just name them. You gotta feel them. They tell you, right? Darlin knows. Darlin knows. Darlin knows who she is. We still got this one. So we're getting there with heavyweight. But yeah.
Understood. And here we go. We got the good sis Nye in the chat. What's going on? Good evening. So let's get into that because it has been a while. It has been a while since I've had you on. Last time I want to say was right before the big fight with STP. So I want to see now that again it's been a whole evolution process. It's a whole new Jaco here. I want to hear again with you when I ask you that question. The term, the craft. What does that mean to you?
The craft to me, I would say when I hear the word craft, I think art. I feel like the craft is the art. You know, respecting the craft, you're respecting the art, the artistry. I'm very big on art. Like I want to go out there, I want to create, I want to make magic. Even on my entrance, on my T-shirts, on everything, it's art. So I would say the craft to me is the art and what you put into it. I mean, you put in what you get out. You get out what you put in. So I would say the art.
Gotcha. Yeah. There you go. That's perfect right there. And here we go. We got the good brother Skills the Great in the chat. We're going to Kill It Saturday. Let's fucking go.
Yes,
congratulations. There you go.
Appreciate it.
So let's talk about that. So it's all good. Gotta get that energy in there. It's all good. It works. It works for this right now. It's all good. So now let's get into that. Because I do want to talk about this because last time we had you on again, it was amped up for a war. So that we get much of a conversation. Now let's get into this. For you, what was it that made you decide not only you're a fan of this business, a fan of professional wrestling, you want to step in there? What was it that made you click like, this isn't just something I like as a hobby, I like to watch, I want to get in there?
So for me, it was two different things. It was what like really caught my attention to it, like what made it larger in life. And I was and then what actually made me believe it's something achievable. So what caught my attention was like Undertaker, you know, like very daunting. He has this aura, and that's why I like to use the word aura a lot because I feel like what brought me into it was what I want to present. Like on an entrance, it's just you know, you see him, you're just like, oh shit, you know, you're captivated by the entrance alone. Then what made me believe I could do it was seeing a dude like Rey Mysterio, you know, seeing a dude like Jeff Hardy, being able to climb a mountaintop to achieve such a thing, you know. I froze. I'm almost positive I froze. I'm letting you down, sir. I let you down. I let you down, sir. I'm freezing, aren't I? This is me. This is definitely me. Sir, I've let you down. I've let you down so heavily, sir. Okay. Coming back to this. Sir, don't leave me. Don't leave me, sir. I'm going to fix this.
Okay, we're back. Are you still there?
I told you I'm going to fix this. This was me.
Oh, are you good? No. For anyone watching at home, if you can still hear us, please let us know. Because unfortunately, my picture went away. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Gotta love it. And what's going on, Kenny? Yeah, there were two rays for a second because my connection decided to kill us. So just give us 1 second to get the good brother Jaco back in here. Okay, there we go.
Do this phone.
Okay, can you?
Let's do this phone.
Can you hear me now?
We could do this.
We're
good.
Okay.
I feel like I'm fine. I don't want to say anything though.
No, you're good. You're good. Can you hear me?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm still new to podcasts.
It's all good.
Internet,
see, this is
apparently.
It's all good. It happens. It's you know what it is? It's the excitement. It just said, no, I can't control this right now. So the whole it was the aura. You mentioned the word aura, and the aura kicked us.
Yeah. It's the aura's kicking my ass right now. It's Adrian Santos. That's what's fucking happening. He's fucking me up. He's doing it. So I blame him.
He probably had
I'll get to that.
He left something on here yesterday after he got off the podcast.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But before we get to that, and before we got all this technical difficulties here, so back to the aura and what got you into deciding you want to be a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. It was the aura, like seeing the presentation alone, like realizing, oh my god, this is amazing. This is larger than life, literally. The terms used all the time, but it's the cliches are what it is. Like it is larger than life. It's amazing.
Gotcha.
And then like what made me believe I could do it was seeing a guy like Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy climb the mountaintops. Guys that don't look like the Triple H's, the Undertakers, the typical guys that looked different from wrestlers. Rey Mysterio with the lucha mask, obviously was lucha, but like Jeff Hardy didn't look like a wrestler. He was a normal rocker guy essentially.
Gotcha.
So seeing him be able to climb a mountaintop and reach that, you're just like, holy shit! Wait, this is achievable. This can actually be done. I think I want to do this. So I would say more or less that.
Okay. And there you go. That's definitely it's perfect because it kind of explains, and I'll use the joke there, the enigmatic style that you bring. It shows that. Again with that aura. It shows with how your movements are. You could see little glimpses of, okay, this is what got you, and this is what inspired you. So I do want to talk about that then. What was it that we find the greatest damn showman? How do we find the Jaco we see today? How is it that you came up with just, again, that flow and the way you are? Because any promo, or even when you're coming out, that entrance, that presentation of yours, it isn't anything we've seen. It's one of those where it's just a different kind of flow with you.
The greatest showman was just like, people think when I say the greatest showman, they tend to think like the movie. And like, yes, that's where I got the moniker from. But it has nothing to do with the character itself. It has nothing to do with Jaco. It's just I love the moniker. And once I heard it, I was like, that's it. That's what I want to be deemed as. I want the greatest showman to be, because I feel like, wrestling, we're all showmen to an extent. I'm just saying I'm the best at it. I'm going to be the best showman, essentially. It's my way of saying I'm the best without saying I'm the best,
Gotcha.
I loved that. I loved the idea of what a showman is and being able to be larger in my own little thing, my own little weird stuff. Like this idea of who I am today, it's very like it's not really what I'm looking at. It's just more of what I'm feeling. It's how I feel. When I walk through the curtain, I'm feeling everything. I'm a person that, like, I've said this before, I don't say it often. I have a lot of anxiety. So like I just kind of use it. Like I use the anxiety and I just kind of that like movement and all that stuff. That's just me. It's just me letting out my little twitches and itches and like all that stuff. It's just I'm vibing. So every time you see me out there, I'm just vibing. You're experiencing the feel, and that's all it is. I want to present that same aura I want to bring that out. So in order to do that, I just got to be myself and like really fucking just amp it up and allow myself to just
Got you. Understood. And definitely, again, it shows. And like I said, it comes off just so different out there. You get to see, and it's a whole different presentation, whole different vibe. That, again, it makes people have to keep watch, because now it's like, okay, what is he going to do in there? What happens when, again, we start seeing what the greatest damn showman can do? But there you go. So now let's get into this. And the reason we're here again, this is all part of Wrestling Is Now week as we're getting ready for Saturday's New York wins. And again, yesterday I had on El Jefe himself. I had Adrian Santos, and he was getting ready because again, you guys will be squaring off this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And now
yes, sir.
I can imagine you heard what he had to say. He had a lot of not so very nice things to say about you.
He wasn't very nice.
He kept using the word payaso. He kept calling you a clown. And I don't think he's taking you very seriously when it comes to the match this Saturday.
You know, like I said, I heard what he said. He was kind of all over the place, like for someone who says he doesn't need to speak in a gravelly, raspy voice to capture people's attention. He sure did bore the hell out of me. He sounded very tired. Like, that man was drunk on Benadryl or something. I do not know. If I was not wrestling him, I wouldn't have watched past 2.5 minutes. But I digress. I will say this. Like I said, it was like all over the place. In the beginning, there's no New York wrestling. We're going to bring New York wrestling. In the middle, I hate New York. They turn their back on me, so I'm going to turn my back on them. I'm going to stab them in the back when my back turned to them. And then at the end of it, he was just like, yeah, New York wrestling again. Bro, come on. Let's get it together. Which one? Where you at? What are we doing here? Come on, you got to choose one. You hate it, you love it. What are you doing? But I digress. Coffee, anxiety, excuse me. But that coffee fucked me up.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, so but he doesn't take me seriously, and that's cool. That's fine. It's all dandy. But I will say this: if someone doesn't really take me seriously, someone who's as tough as he sounds, and how he doesn't like the fact that I did a promo, I'm not gonna say his name. That's all I needed to do, by the way. But whatever. If he's upset at that, he should have done something about it a long time ago. Because, like he said, I've been in the ring with him kind of before. That 6-man scramble, the very first show, back in end of March. He dropped me in my head, hit me from behind, then dropped me on my head. What did he do after? Nothing, because he lost. So he didn't do anything with it. Second time, June, I want to say Sunset Flip. He had a match. And after the match, he got boots to him. He was getting jumped. Until I skipped my way over to the ring, cleared the ring for him, did my little skip in the ring at him. I even blew a little kiss at him. Laughed in his face. And then I left. Why? Because I could. And he did absolutely nothing about it. Why? Because I mentioned the aura. That man was captivated by my aura. I walked through that curtain. He was at a gog with the Showman, the spectacle, which is wow. So now I don't perceive myself to say I'm this big old nasty tough guy. I'm not. I'm Jaco. I'm a showman. But I guarantee you, when that ring is there, when that bell hits, I'm doing my work. And Santos, I kind of hope you do win. I kind of do. Because if you don't, you don't really have much left, do you? Like me personally, I'm doing pretty okay. You look at the last 2 names I've been in the ring with. Anthony Gangone, PJ Savage. Those are some reputable names, right? W's on both. What has he been doing? Thinking about what he's going to do next. That's fine. You can do that. You can live in that. I'm living, baby. And trust and believe. I'm not overlooking you. I know what you could do. I'm going to have fun on Saturday. And I'm putting on. You can do that all you want. That's cute. That's dandy. That's fine. I got a little one for you too, right? But baby, like I said, I hope you win. Because if you don't, I know you got guys with you. If you lose with guys with you, what's next for you? Because for me, I'm still riding. I'm still flying. I don't need this. You need this win. If you lose, I don't know. How many more character changes can you go through, buddy?
Well then,
but I digress.
Here's your rebuttal. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you're going to want to be in the building this Saturday. New York wins. It will be the greatest damn showman, Jaco, going head to head with Adrian Santos there. Like I said, I'll be narrating the action. I'll be behind that commentary booth there again to call this match and that stacked event. But from that, we are now going to keep going here because there's another event I want to talk about that's going to be a week from this Saturday, as you'll be defending that darling that you mentioned earlier. It's going to be
baby.
The Aftermath, the final fight, as you'll be defending that TCW Middleweight Championship against Adam Ace there. The Arsenal himself looks to capture the gold there.
Yes, sir. No, so nothing against Adam Ace. He's been battling with the deadly sins. He's been doing his thing. He really has most respect to him. He's fighting. He's fighting right now. And I know this is his opportunity. This is his opportunity to show TCW management, to show anyone. He's a player. This is his moment. He wants Darling from me. He wants the TCW middleweight champion because he knows he throws that over his shoulder. Now he has a claim. He's working. He's hitting his strides. More power to you. I understand that. I wanted the same thing when I was chasing it, but now I obtain it. And right now, my mentality, it is different than what it's ever been. I've always called myself the greatest showman, but right now, I believe it more than ever. I am alive. I am awake, and my confidence, it is high, and that is dangerous to anybody I step into the ring with, especially right now. Adam Ace, I have nothing but the most respect for you, but I guarantee you, I'm walking out as champion. But we're going to put on one hell of a show, as we always do. This coffee's driving me crazy.
Okay, that again, the energy is high, but let's go back to the comments for one section before we keep this going. We got our good buddies Wes and Kyle in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Kyle.
Thank you for the love and support always. We truly appreciate it here. So now, I do want to get to that because, again, winning, darling, the road that it's been so far, I want to talk about that last title defense you had, that last match, because I was there in person. I got to see at Mount Olympus what you and Anthony Gangone put together, and definitely, again, especially for that first defense, it was a tough one. It was a tough one to see right there. So your thoughts on what happened in that match right there?
Just the match graphic alone was really cool for me. Being in the New York scene, we all know who Anthony Gangone is. It's no question. It's no hidden secret. We know who he is. We know what he's capable of, what he's done. I was very excited for that match because I feel like I've been in the ring with a lot of great competitors, not to knock on anyone. I've been in the ring with a lot of great competitors. I've been thankful. I've been lucky. I've been grateful. Anthony Gangone's a different animal. You know this. You've seen him for how long? You've seen his stuff. You've called his stuff. You know exactly who he is. You know the monster he is. So to be able to be in the ring with him, to be able to show people, hey, I can hold my own against somebody of that caliber. I think it was very well needed for me to get to that next step in terms of people and what they see in their minds. I know what I can do. I need to continue to prove everybody else to get to that next step, to get to the next step, to get to the next step. But Anthony Gangone was that next step of like, look what I can do. I can hold my own against some of the best. Now I want even better and better and better and better. And much respect to him. He's a insanely amazing opponent, insanely great competitor. Yeah.
There you go. So now I do want to talk about that again, getting to that next level, getting to that. Because like I said, the last time we spoke, it was getting ready for that war with STP. But at that point, it was Jaco, the member of TakeOver. This is now we're speaking to, again, the greatest damn showman. We're talking to Jaco. So I want to talk to you about that. How has that been now? Truly, again, just being your own man, being, again, the greatest damn showman, getting to have that respect of this is now you doing this on your own accord here.
I feel free. I love it. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, damn, the last time I was on this, I was with 3 other people. Like this, I'm back, just me now. I love it. But I feel free. I love it so much. When the split first happened, I was kind of taken aback by it because it came very fast, the split. And I was like, I wonder how I'm going to fend now. Like, what's next, essentially? Because I know me and Face, we were going to split. I wonder what would be next. And I didn't know how much people believed in me as myself, but splitting allowed me to just indulge in this and the greatest showman. I used to call myself the greatest showman before, but no one really knew because no one really got it. But now being able to be myself and be all this extra, this eerie, this weird, the cultivation, the captivation, the spectacle, the aura, being able to do that, be that, I feel like people are finally being able to see it. And I feel like I'm just free. I'm just having fun. I don't have to sit in the back and wait for 3 other people to speak so I can finally say something. I don't have to question, okay, should I do this or can I do this? Because I need 3 other opinions of people standing by my side. Much respect to them all, and they're all killing it. We're all killing it in different regards, but I don't have to abide by anyone anymore. I could just be me, and that's something I just needed to do for so long. I feel like now people are finally being able to understand who I am. I feel like I was overlooked heavily in that group. You know, people knew of the takeover, but they didn't really know Jaco. You know, I got that a lot. People didn't know my name, and that bothered me a bit. But now I feel like people are finally being able to see who I am, what I can do, what I bring, and just the aura. I love it. I love that word. I want to bring that aura. I feel like I'm finally being able to show it, and I just love it. I love being by myself.
Definitely. And no, and I will agree because I'll even say, honestly speaking, from the last time we spoke, last time we were on here, because last time we spoke at the last show. But the last time we were on here, I definitely will agree, even at that point of not knowing organically who you were or even who Face was. Again, Face, you saw little things that it's like, okay, there's something about that guy that's off, but we'll see where that goes. But the names PJ and Bougie, they were there. You could tell who the front runners at that point were. But now getting to see that growth and see that evolution of yours, when even that match graphic came out of you versus Ant, I was like, this is going to be a match. This is going to be something, because now I was like, I want to see him show out. And you did. I'll give you that again, that the crowd was into it, that love and that appreciation of just seeing how that evolution has been. And again, you're proving it with Darling on one shoulder, that IWA heavyweight championship on the other, and just continuing that growth. I'm definitely happy to see where this continues to go, man.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, good sir. Like I said, I'm just living right now. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this journey right now more than I ever have. I feel like I took a step back and allowed other people to shine in front of me, and I feel like now I'm just like, this is my time, especially this coming year. Oh man, I'm gonna do so much. I'm gonna elevate myself. I'm gonna elevate the brands that allow me to. The TCW, with Titan, IWA, Win. I want to elevate them heavily as much as they want to elevate and allow me to. I want to help them as well. I want to build. I want to just branch off and be a fucking monster in this game. Like, I'm alive and I'm ready to fucking show it. And it starts off with Saturday with Adrian Santos. Like I said, I do not overlook him in any regard. I think he's hell of a fucking competitor. I truly do. I'm not going to call him a joke. I'm not going to laugh at him. I'm not going to laugh at anything. But I trust and believe, Santos. You need this. You need this win. I know you do. And I know you're as hungry about it as I am. And I know you're not going to say how much you're really looking at this match. You're looking to the future, whatever. I know deep down you're looking at this match. I know you wanted this match more than anything. I know how much this means to you. And like I said, I am not overlooking it. I'm putting on the greatest damn show. I know this card is fucking stacked, but I'm putting on the greatest damn show. And Santos, we're going to fight. It's showtime.
There you go. Those are definitely a lot more than 3 words that he was complaining about. He was offended, I think, by that, the lack of words. But here, this is why we do a podcast. This is now, you get to hear
I talk so much. It was cold that day. I was outside. It was such a park. I was cold, you know? It
looked cold.
Like I said, for that moment, it's all it needed to be. It's all it needs to be for the moment.
But I will say this. It worked because, and I'll be saying this a lot on commentary Saturday, that mental game worked more than any word can say. Because now you're in his head. You could see it. You saw it yesterday. He was flustered when talking about it. So it's one of those where
frozen. He was struck.
It's one of those where
him.
It works. So it's those little things.
Stuck in my aura.
It's those little things that end up making the most damage. But now I want to talk about this. We talked about confirmed matches. We've talked about past matches. Now let's look at the future, especially with 2024 around the corner. Who does the greatest damn showman have on his sites? Who are you looking to? Okay.
I will.
Let's dabble into. If you could at least give us a name or two. You know how we do on the show, because we then like to make the graphics.
I can give you some names, but I will say I'm gonna first say everyone.
Of course.
Because genuinely, I want to work everyone. I want to prove that I do want to work the names I will list now.
Gotcha.
But I want to prove that the greatest damn show, me putting out all that, like, it's because of myself. It's because of what I can do. You know, I don't want it to be like, oh, he wrestled. That match is good because of this person. That match is good because of this person. No, it's because of me too. I want to put on with everyone. So there's no shadow of a doubt. Like, I'm talented. I have talent. I am a showman. I'm a spectacle. But names that I do want to work. I've been blessed to work with some really talented names this year alone. But, you know, Win has some very, very, very talented names that I also want to be in the ring with. You know, I can easily say, I want to wrestle the champions. I'll work up to that gladly. So who can I wrestle at Win before the champions? I would love to wrestle Ichiban so bad. I would love to wrestle Brando Lee again. I've wrestled him before when we started training. We beat the hell out of each other. I'd love to beat the hell out of Brando Lee again. I really want to work Marcus Mathers. He was at the TCW Mount Olympus surprise entrant. When I seen him, caught my eye because I was just like, damn, I've been wanting to work Mathers for a while, but we just haven't crossed paths. And now that he's on a promotion that I so happen to be a champion on, maybe I could spark his interest just a tad bit. You know, there are a bunch of guys that I really want to work in this business. Like that, those are just three easy ones, and there are even higher names. Like if I want to go even like deeper, like to bigger names, like right now I really want to work Swerve Strickland. That man is at the top of his game, and he is putting on like no other. That man has that oozing confidence. You watch him, it's like, damn, you know what you're doing. You're good. Swerve. I want to wrestle Swerve so badly, but that's deeper into the future. That's a name that like I gotta strive for. I gotta show what I could do to get to that point.
No, understood. Again, those are some names there, and definitely, let's see, putting it out in the universe.
Like I said, we got a hell of a roster. We got a hell of a roster. I'd love to fight, drink more water, Nikolai White, the Renaissance. I'd love to work Flash Waller, Dustin Flash Waller, or Kylon King. I'd love to wrestle both the Miracle Generation. Alec Price. Throw me in there with PJ Styles. Me and PJ go on and on and on. And I've never wrestled my old tag team partner in face. And he has some gold. So
I was gonna say he does have some gold at Wrestling Is Now. So who knows what the future can bring. And here we go. We got Nettie in the chat here. My brother's there. Look at that. Saying it for you right there. The greatest damn showman. Here we go.
Let him know.
We got Matt Awesome saying Jaco is someone I'd love to work one day. There you go.
Let's go with Matt Awesome too. Another New York, another dude from the Bronx that's just hitting. Let's throw on some. Let's do some Bronx shit.
There you go. So now let's talk about that. We talk names. Is there places again? You're talking about places you're keeping that. You're growing it. You're keeping it up with TCW. You're keeping it up with IWA with Win. Are there some more places on that horizon that you would love to bring the greatest damn show to?
So, yes, there are places that do want to work. But I will also say this before I get there. I want to be able to put on so heavily that people want to come to the places I'm currently at to watch. Gotcha. I want to put on the greatest show so bright that people are just like, I want to go to TCW. I want to go to IW. I want to go to Win. I want to go there. I want to see what he's putting on currently there. But of course, I want to bring the greatest show to a lot of other places as well. In terms of close by, Catalyst Wrestling. It's very close by to me. It's a New York promotion that's doing very well. You know, you have a little further out, you have a Defy Wrestling, which is throwing on some bangers matches. You have DPW, which keeps coming to New Jersey and kicking all of our fucking asses. I'd love to do something with DPW. You know, there's a lot of great promotions out there. A lot of promotions are really putting out, you know. I think I think that's everywhere, though. I think if you really look anywhere, you're going to see that these promotions are trying. We're really putting on some of the best independent wrestling right now. I feel like we're very overlooked by a lot of different reasons or whatever the case may be. I feel like independent wrestling right now is doing insanely good, and I just want to be a part of that. I want to show, doesn't matter where I'm at, come see me.
Gotcha. I'll definitely sound.
I'm just speaking. I'm ranting. You can stop me. I'm rambling sometimes.
This is what we want. This is.
You gotta reel me back. Reel me back.
You gotta give me one of these. Like, let's take it home, brother. Let's keep the. Yeah. Gotta give you that sign there, but it's all good. It's all good. And here we go. Nettie talking about how proud she is of your accomplishments and what you continue to do in the future. There, gotta love that love. Gotta love that love.
I appreciate you.
And there you go. She said it too. He rants a lot. It's okay.
I rant a lot.
It's all good.
I do.
It's all good.
I do. And like I said, this coffee got me.
It's
crazy.
all good.
I'm looking at my two little stardom. I'm looking at my heavyweight championship. I'm going, Jaco, I do.
And here we go. What's going on, Courtney? Thank you for tuning in. And there we got PJ Savage. Jaco needs a better internet.
I do. More proud. Thank you for calling me out. Because Raymond ain't gonna say you're too nice. You're too nice. You're not gonna say everything. Yo, get your shit together. Like, yo, you're too nice. You're being too nice to me. You're way too nice. Tell me. You need to tell me. You need to be like, yo, get the shit together. Like, I'm all over the place. My internet connection spotty. I'm a whole mess.
It's all good. As long as I can hear you and they can hear you, it's all good. I've dealt with worse, unfortunately, on the podcast. So it's okay. As long as they can hear you and I can hear you, we're good to go. Because I won't make the Bronx Wi-Fi joke. That's all I'm just gonna say.
You can go ahead. Go ahead. I love the Bronx, but our Wi-Fi T-Mobile was amazing. Motherfuckers not over here at least.
And there we go. You mentioned him earlier. It's the Showman. We need a match together. There you go.
Let's go. I'm drinking water. You fucking influence you. You fucking influence.
You gotta love it. You got sis, I will not, because until it's disproven about how bad Bronx Wi-Fi,
I can't defend it right now. I can't. Not right now. Especially not now.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. But again, the connection will be good this Saturday. Because let's just plug it again. It's gonna be great this Saturday at New York Wins as we're back home. Wrestling is now returns home to Queens, that Queensboro Elks Lodge there. And I want to talk about that because, again, for those that don't know, there were years where you guys were a part of technically the New York scene. It was in one part of New York. There was like, wait, where are these? And now that you guys are finally making your waves and stretching out of just one local area. So what does it mean for you getting to be a part of a show like this, especially where the building is? Because I can imagine you definitely know how big just when people say the Elks Lodge, even though it is next door to the original Elks Lodge, but still, that Elks Lodge is just infamous when it comes to New York indie scene.
Yes. It's huge because, I'm just happy to see it back. I feel like there were shows running in it after COVID sometimes, but not as much. And, being a New Yorker, I'm so happy to go to do a show where I can just take a train over there. I love that. One. And two, it's just there's so much talent in New York. So much damn talent. There's talent everywhere, don't get me wrong. But I feel like there's so much talent in New York that doesn't really get to shine as much as they can because there are no real, there's not a lot, I would say. I can't say it's no real. There's not a lot of New York promotions, just in New York. I feel like when just the crop of guys we have, the ownership that it is, when is New York through and through. You look at this roster, so many guys are just New York personified. You look at myself. I may be weird and eccentric, but you see New York in me. I have my thick-ass New York accent when I say coffee and all that shit. I'm a New Yorker. You look at Nikolai White, Steve Pena, PJ Savage. You look at these guys, Chris Cage, it's New York. This show's New York personified. Yeah. This roster, we can bring New York wrestling back. I'm so excited for this show because I feel like this show, this roster, this brand can really bring indie New York wrestling together. It could bring it back. We could do something special. It all starts with this show, this Elks Lodge, being able to be in this prestigious next door to the prestigious building, but whatever, same thing. Being able to be there, like, it's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be special. It has the ability to be something really special, and I can't wait to show it.
Definitely does, and definitely again, it's one of those where especially getting to do it here, because again, wrestling is now has been a promotion now, but you think of who's running this. You have the SAT. When you think of New York wrestling, it's hard not to talk about without mentioning the likes of the SAT. Just what they've done, who they ran with. And again, with you guys, it hasn't been short of mentioning guys like the SAT, like the DHS, guys like that, where now you get to prove, hey, we are now that next generation to continue that flag. So it's one of those where, again, this is why you have to be in the building this Saturday. Make sure you're there. Get your tickets now. See, again, it's going to be, it's a big win here. Like he talked about, Santos needs this win, but so does Jaco, because why end the year off with a loss? Especially
why do it?
in New York.
I'm going in there. I'm trying to win. Of course I am. He needs it, but I'm trying. But like, we'll see. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a hell of a show. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited for Saturday. I get to take a train to a show. Lovely. I love it. I'm so happy.
I gotta love when that's one of the topics, especially like, this commute was great. To be able to get home quicker than usual, because I love those Jersey shows, but sometimes it's like, it's still like 1 a.m. and we're not home yet.
We're still breaking down.
It's like
I can literally be home. I could take a train home, be home in 30 minutes. I could take a cab and be home in 15.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love that. I'm so excited for just that. What are you looking forward to about the show? It's so close. It's so close.
That's going to be, especially every worker that's from New York, that's going to be the answer. It's like, oh man, what are you looking forward to? It's like, just a commute. Like, I'll be home and nothing.
Exactly. Now everybody has to come to us. Be like, oh, I hate these New York shows. Why? Can't find parking. Oh, well, I'm taking the train.
That's legit. Yeah, exactly. Just that train ride. It goes by like nothing. 40 minutes on the train, better than 40 minutes. It really is.
Listen, don't get me started with that man in a 40-minute car ride, let alone a 2-hour car ride. Whoa. And then those 2-hour car rides are a lot longer than 2 hours, so you end up stopping for Taco Bell or a Walmart. You don't want to know those stories.
Those will be for them. Yeah, I was gonna say those are off the air stories that we'll talk about. Or those
you got to be there for. You got to be there for those stories. Those stories, you know how I talk about that aura and just living in that. You got to live in that. That's something you just got to live in. Oof.
Definitely so. But before we start wrapping this up, again, I do want to ask you, now that it's been some time, you're seeing this greatest damn showman now. For you, what is the end goal, brother?
The end goal?
Yeah.
I can't say get signed, but I want more than just get signed. Of course I want to get signed. That's a goal, but that's not. Oh, Taco Bell is the light side of the ring, brother. There's way more than that. A goal is to get signed. I feel like there isn't necessarily an end goal, because I can't really imagine the end. I don't know. I feel like I want so much in this business. I want to do so much, but I don't just want it. I want to work for it. I want to get there. I want to know that I've earned every second of it. I've been able to put on, show out, and just thrive in this business and provide something for my kids and my family, etc. And show them like this shit's really possible. Not just my kids, but my kids, the New York scene, like show everybody this is really fucking possible. You can really achieve something. You could truly achieve something by just busting your ass for it. And you could do it while being a good person too. Let's go figure.
There you go. Hey, there you go. That's perfect. And hey, Serena, thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately, we are starting to wrap this up here. Because again, he's a busy guy. He has to get ready as, again, New York Wins will be happening this Saturday. Before I let you go, also, let me thank you to the Knuckleheads for sponsoring me there. As again, I'll be doing the narration this Saturday. I'll be behind the commentary booth calling all the amazing action that includes Adrian Santos versus Jaco, PJ Savage versus Hamlet Hurtu, you have that Wrestling is Now heavyweight championship on the line between defending champion Joey Conway and Lince Dorado, Nikolai White versus Steve Benya, and so much more. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you're following this guy on Instagram right there, Showman_Jaco. We need to get this guy on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
I have Twitter X. It's just I suck at using it. I'm really bad.
I could not find it when I was looking for your.
It's Showman Jaco. It's the same thing. I think it's without the underscore. Yeah.
So you might be. You might be. That's probably what it is, because it's like I was looking. I'm like, where is this at? Because it's like I think I had it on here before.
Horrendous. You know what? New goal of 2024. I'm gonna use Twitter X thing, whatever that. I don't even know what to call it now. Like, what am I? Like, what is this?
That's why when I plug it, I just say Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. It's there.
Okay.
It's the former Bird app, whatever it is. Just follow them there so you stay up to date with all things.
That doesn't sound cool. Follow me on X. It sounds stupid. It sounds very 2000s. Like it sounds like it sounds I don't know. It sounds like a really bad boy band. I don't know. X. No.
Well, follow him on there if he ever starts using it again.
I will. Sure I got this, guys. I promise you. Somehow, some way.
It's all good. By next year, by 2024, we'll have him back on, and hopefully by then, Twitter's or X, whatever it is, by then it'll probably change again. Whatever the app is, hopefully by then he has a username that's working, and that the account has been used. But till then, guys, thank you again for joining us. We'll be back in a few minutes because I'll be joined by the capo himself, Chris Cage, as we're concluding.
He's kicking me out. He's kicking me out for Chris Cage, guys. He's kicking me out for Chris Cage.
He
wasn't even scheduled, but Chris Cage wanted to come in. I was supposed to be the last one. I was all hyped to say, best for last. Fucking Chris Cage. Fine. I like Cage.
He's not a happy guy right now. He's
he's not?
He's kind of pissed off with things that are happening. So I don't know. So it's gonna
Is it the glasses?
I don't know.
It might be the glasses. It might be too tight.
He's a little pissed off.
Glasses are really tight.
They look cool though. I have a red pair.
They do look cool. They do look kind of cool. I don't know how he sees in them, but they're kind of cool.
I don't know. I do have a pair in red that you can't see really. Like everything looks red, but it is what it is.
More power to Chris Cage. Good luck with face, sir.
It's all good. We'll ask him about that when he gets on. Hopefully, again, he's in a better mood because when he talked to me this morning, he has a lot to say.
Hopefully, he has better Wi-Fi than I do.
Hopefully so. But brother, thank you again for joining us here. To everyone watching, we'll see you this Saturday at New York Wins. And as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.